What the heck is going on? Oh shit, my whole stream just... Wait, are we back? Because it looks like it ended. Shit. Hold on. Refresh. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not popping up on my Okay. We're back and the audio is fixed. Great. Love that. Okay. Music is soft now. Okay, great. Yeah, I turned it down, the desktop audio. Okay. Well, I hope that's not going to be happening. It's because when I do these cooking streams, I'm on the Wi-Fi. Because I'm on my laptop, and the Wi-Fi here is sketch. Incredibly sketch. Yup. I have an Ethernet for my PC. Your air conditioner's broken and you're melting. Yeah, I'm really warm. Okay. Yeah, not many areas where the Wi-Fi is not extremely sketch. It's just how it goes. Alrighty. On the boat. All right, give me one more second, then we're gonna get started. See, that's the thing. It's not that the recipes always take that long. It's the added stuff in between. Okay. Great. I think we're good to go. Yeah, it completely effed my screen because it's showing me only live for 3 minutes. Sick. So sick. Before we get started, does anybody know when Will is supposed to get back to LA? Because I've asked him 10 times. Does anyone know? Did they mention it on the stream yesterday? I know Austin left. Okay, he said he was leaving today. And Japan is so far ahead that he's actually going to be... It depends on when he leaves today, but he might get back today, LA time. Okay, he mentioned he was leaving. Oh, not till 9 p.m. Japan time. Okay, so he's not gonna be back till tomorrow in LA. Yeah, back to the future, to the past. He's coming back yesterday. All right, so 9 o'clock, time in Japan. Imagine he walks in halfway through the movie. Right, well, I don't want to be streaming when he gets home, but he's not going to be home for... It's only 10 o'clock a.m. in Japan. So that means he's not even going to be leaving there for 12 hours. Okay. I cannot believe that I have to ask my chat when he is going to be home. Will's favorite answer to when I ask him something is, I don't know. I'm like, could you figure it out? Could you get it figured out? I don't know. I'm like, okay. All right, buddy. I guess I'll just see you when I see you. And I'll just keep on keeping on with my schedule. Yeah, classic Billy Ichiban. So that's fine. Yeah, all good. But then what happens is that his mom will call me and ask me questions like, do you know when Will is leaving? And I'm like, Julie, I have no idea. Speaking of Will's mom, she called me yesterday to try and figure out A, how Will is doing in Japan, and B, when he is going to be leaving and coming home. And I said, I'm pretty sure he's having fun. I have no idea when he's coming back. And she told me that she saw my post on Instagram, because she doesn't have Twitter, so she just sees whenever I post stuff on Instagram. She saw my post on Instagram where I posted about the WGA March to Rally, and she, on the phone with me, went, oh, Caroline, oh gosh, you're gonna think I'm so silly, but when I saw your post, I thought that the WGA was the Women's Gay Alliance. And she just starts bursting out laughing. And I was like, Julie, yes, I am part of the Women's Gay Alliance now. I saw everything that was happening in Japan, and I said, you know what, fuck it, I'm joining the Women's Gay Alliance. 5,000 of us strong marched through Los Angeles. Strong in the Women's Gay Alliance. It was historic. Yup. She goes, and then I messaged you about it on Instagram, and I do not check my Instagram DMs. She goes, so then I had to figure out on my own that it's the Writers Guild of America. And I was like, yes, the thing that I have been posting about for months now. Yeah, but no, I like the Women's Gay Association better. Oh, this fucking webcam. Ugh. I think this webcam is at its, it might be on its final leg. Let's see. Okay. I might have to just keep fixing it as we do this. All right. I'm going to wash my hands. We're going to get started. Yeah. Why the lack of emotes? I do not know. Da, da, da. Here, I'll post this in the chat because this fucking Wi-Fi. God damn it. Okay. Actually, for some reason, I cannot proceed. Oh, there we go. Here, this is the playlist that I listen to a lot. Ba, 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 ba. All right, guys, so we're gonna start off with, we're gonna get the taco stuff going because there is one part where the fish has to marinate. So while it is marinating, I'm gonna make the spicy cucumber margarita. No, this is not the police chase playlist. Negativo. Okay. So I'm just using a pretty simple fish taco recipe off of Delish. There's a million fish taco recipes out there. I just picked one. And that's what we're gonna use. So let me wash my, here's my ingredients. Okay, so I'm gonna wash my cilantro. I'm gonna wash my cabbage. My fish is here. What else? Jalapeno. And then limes. Okay. All right. So this is the purple cabbage. That's going to be used for the slaw. I'm going to give this guy a rinse. No food poisoning for me. Those days are behind me. You know, something that I always learned from my friend who was very, very particular about washing her vegetables, wash an avocado, because the avocado is touched by a million people. And when you slice into an avocado, the knife, it touches the, you know, outer part of the avocado and then slices it through. So if you just want to be extra careful. Yeah, all the things are touched, but especially people are handling these avocados. Okay, they're squeezing them like they're titties. Same with washing the lime. Yeah, like they're boobas. Okay. There's that, and then last thing, I'm gonna rinse the jalapeno. Okay. Okay. All right, so I need to slice my cabbage for the slaw. And I need 2 cups of shredded purple cabbage. So I did look up a video on how to slice cabbage. Hogan, thank you for the gifted sub. I did look up a little YouTube video. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you know how to slice a cabbage, but if you do not, watch and we will learn. We will. I've sliced a cabbage before, but probably incorrectly, but I will attempt to do it the correct way according to this YouTube video I watched. So I'm gonna cut off this little end. They say to cut it in half. Okay. So these are not very even, but whatever. Then I'm gonna slice these halves in half. Okay, so you don't want this part. You want to get rid of it. I'm just gonna cut that out. Woo. What happens if you eat it? You'll die. No, I'm just kidding. It's just not tasty. I mean, cabbage isn't tasty by itself. Okay. So now I probably don't need all 4 of these pieces. All right. Yeah, that's cabbagey. Okay. I'm just gonna slice this guy up thinly. Carmi would not approve, I bet. Carmi would tell me that I was fucking failure. What the fuck are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm sorry, I was lost in those blue eyes of yours. I'm so sorry. Can you tell me again? Okay, this piece is kind of nasty. I'm being real. So I watched, I'm almost done with season 2 of The Bear. This show makes my anxiety spike unlike any show that I've ever watched before. Who's finished season 2 of The Bear? Anybody? It's so good, but holy fuck, it is stress beyond belief. It aged me 2 years. Episode 6 was genuinely, I mean this genuinely, the most stressful episode of television I've ever seen in my life. Like, I've got a little of that energy in my my Chicago Irish family. Anybody who's from Chicago and is either like Irish or Italian knows what's up. So there's two sides of my family. My mom's side, which is South Side Irish, Catholic, Chicagoans, just born and bred, many generations deep. And then my dad's side, which is mainly based in California, Chinese, very chill. So on my mom's side, the thing that everybody bonds over is alcohol. And on my dad's side, the thing that everyone bonds over is food. So my Irish family get-togethers, like, we eat food, but it's just a lot of drinking, and it's very frenetic, high energy. Everybody's yelling. They're not yelling at each other. They're just yelling because they're so loud. And then there's always some shrimp cocktail. There's always, at every family get together, there's shrimp cocktail and then sushi from the grocery store. And then a lot of booze. And then my dad's family get-togethers are the exact opposite in energy, where no one's voice goes above a 4. You know, I'm one of the loudest people on that side of the family. They're usually sitting around, you know, either making food together very calmly or talking about like windmills or shit like that. Oh, Jamie Lee Curtis was incredible. It's episode 6 of The Bear features a lot of guest stars. I mean, you just cannot believe how many people are in that episode. Jamie Lee Curtis is a standout, which is saying something because of how fucking good that episode is and how good everyone is in it. That is what we call a masterclass of acting. My Irish family doesn't do the alcohol thing, but we do the shrimp cocktail thing. Yeah, what's up with the Irish and the shrimp cocktail? Now you have to binge. The episodes are really short, so you can knock out season 1 super fast. It would be shorter than it would take you to watch The Irishman. You're too traumatized by food service? As somebody who has worked in food service for years and did so prior to, nightlife, prior to streaming, I definitely had throwbacks to insane kitchens with really sexy chefs. Okay, let me focus. So I've chopped up my cabbage in a medium shallow bowl. Boop. We're gonna whisk together. Oh wait, no, sorry. Large bowl. We need to whisk together mayo, lime juice, cilantro, and honey. So we need 1/4 cup of mayo, 2 tablespoons. Okay, so we want a lot of cilantro. Okay, let me get the mayo. Do we ship Carmi and Sydney? No, I don't. I do not, and I really respect the writers for not, first of all, not making season 1 about any relationship whatsoever, and then also them not shipping Carmi and Sid. That's us who's doing that. I'm into the no ship. I really like Claire. But yeah, you gotta respect writers who just resist what the fans want. And they're like, no, we're the ones writing the show. All right, I'm putting my mayo in. Have I seen I Am Virgo? No, I haven't. Okay, so there's the mayo. 1 tablespoon of honey, which I just got. Shit! It's gotta be the Wi-Fi, motherfucker. I'm just gonna make sure my face is always doing something so that when it freezes, it will be entertaining. Okay, 1 tablespoon of honey. Putting that in there. So we have our mayo. We've got our honey going in this bowl. This is not a housewife shirt. No, it's like a sailor. It's a sailor type shirt. I love honey. Did you guys see that Jeremy Allen White, his wife filed for divorce? Not to be, you know, Quantertainment news, but when I first saw that, and apparently she posted some super out of pocket Instagram where she was talking about how hard it is being a single mother. And then a fan was like, whoa, 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 there's a difference between a single mother and a mom who is single. So she amended her Instagram post to say, okay, I'm not a single mother, I'm a mom who's single. Because there is a big difference there. Of course, Demois and every shitty gossip website is claiming that there was some type of affair involved, but it seems as if it actually came down to his schedule for the bear. However, I do kind of love the idea that the affair was him and Jennifer Coolidge. Right, did the interview with Jennifer Coolidge? Oh God, yeah, you're just so attractive. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're so attractive. Oh. So I don't know, maybe he and Tanya are getting after it. But yeah, they were together since they were him and his wife were together since they were in high school. You hate to see it. Okay, lime juice. The coleslaw, so juice of 1 lime. Juice of 1 lime. Get my juicer. This is one of the best things I've ever bought. What the heck happened? Honestly, what happens a lot in celebrity relationships that end, one, it's me. I'm the reason. either an affair or scheduling issues. And a lot of times it's scheduling issues, but people want it to be something more salacious. When in reality, it's just like acting at that level, having a career like that is extremely demanding and really, really hard on the rest of the family. So for instance, Andrew Lincoln, the reason that he wanted to quit Walking Dead, the main reason is that it was really hard for him to be away from his family for that many months out of the year, because they, you know, they lived in Atlanta while shooting. Almost dropped the line. That was close. Close, but no cigar. Okay. Don't worry, everyone. We're saved. All right, I'm putting my lime juice in here. The jus of 1 lime. And then I need cilantro. Okay, so mayonnaise, lime juice. I gotta chop up some cilantro. Ooh. Think outside the box. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Malcolm, thank you for the 2 months. Oh, Hogan, thank you for that other gifted sub to Cabbage Slices. Okay. Let's chop some cilantro. This is not very exciting, so. Best friend Tito, thank you for the 3 months. But yeah, when you are, I feel like it's hard enough in a relationship when you're both actors, but it's also probably harder when one person is way more famous, which kind of tends to be how it, you know, how it goes. So I think his wife is an actress, but obviously like Jeremy's career has been taking off. I mean, he's one of the hottest actors right now. He won the Globe for his role in The Bear. So, listen, no one ever knows what goes down in a relationship, especially not de moi. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively make it work. Yeah, they really formed a strong connection when they got married on a plantation. I think that really cements true love. Okay. Oh yeah, they did what? Yeah, you guys didn't know that? Okay, so 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped cilantro. Where's my tablespoon? Have I seen Blackberry? I started watching it and I fell asleep, so I have to finish it. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, the whole plantation thing. Yeah. They got called out for it, though. I think they ended up apologizing. Mayo, lime juice, cilantro, and honey. Whisking this together. Who got married on a plantation? Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. It's just always, it's confusing because it's like, you know, there's a lot of places to get married. that are not a plantation. I know, it's a common thing for wedding venues in the South. But they're not even from the South. Okay, so this is what our slaw is. Yeah, again. This is what we got so far. Now I'm gonna stir in the cabbage. So I want 2 cups. I'm just gonna give this another little choppy poo. Okay, it's a lot of cabbage. Yum. Just kidding, no. Cabbage is so disgusting unless it is covered in shit. Okay, so 1. Like, it ain't the type of shit that you need to save. Sauteed cabbage is the best. You have to understand, though, that I am not a vegetable person, so I am extremely biased. All right, so there's the cabbage. Corn, we want 1 cup of corn kernels. So here's the corn. I'm going to drain it. Here's our cup of corn. And then jalapeno, and we want 1 jalapeno minced. So I got a big guy because I'm gonna use some of this jalapeno for my margaritas. So I'm not gonna use this entire thing. I need to save some of it. Right. Did I wash this? Yeah, I did. Okay, I'm just gonna slice some jalapenos. It's gonna be in my margarita. Yeah, this is looking very colorful so far. Look at all the gorgeous summer colors. We got our corn. We're gonna slice some jalapeno. Yeah, so jalapeno is one of those things that you need to wash your hands. I'm gonna de-seed this. You need to wash your hands like 10 times and still don't touch anything. Because we've all made that mistake before, and it's horrible. Yeah, this is a really big jalapeno. I'm gonna set these ones aside. I'm in the mood for love. I probably don't need all of this, but... Okay, these will be for my... Yeah, just don't touch your face. What kind of fish is it? It is cod. I'm actually gonna put it in the fridge for now. Yeah, it's an Alaskan cod that I got from Whole Foods. Okay, what am I doing? Mincing this jalapeno, right. Right, boom, boom. Wooden floppy, thank you for the 4 months. Is anybody cooking along? Maybe not to this recipe, but cooking while I cook. Has anybody made the chicken wings from last week? The cooking stream with my dad? Yep. How did it turn out? I'm curious. If you ever, oh my God. If you guys ever make any of the recipes that I do on stream, post a photo of it in the comments on Twitter so I can see. What mince this? Hogan, thank you for the gifted sub. Far too lazy. Listen, you and me both, okay? One of the nice things about doing this cooking stream thing, you know, dinner and a movie on Sundays, is that it forces me to cook at least once a week and cook in like a real way, not like bullshit cooking. Can I make them again? Yes, my parents had gotten me a wok as my Christmas present, but they ordered it to their house where we had Christmas. And I was like, yeah, we gotta order this to my house. So when I get my wok, I'll make them again. You don't need a wok, but that's the authentic way. Used the sauce base, but with tofu. It was so good. Yay. You're on the clock at work watching stream. Perfect. Love that. I used to do that when I worked at Sony, and I would have Will's stream pulled up so he could have a viewer. I mean, he's great. Very entertaining, but also so he could have at least one extra viewer. Is there a wok that works on electric stovetop? There's woks that have like its own little stovetop underneath. No, but you're out here fishing, trying to catch dinner. Yeah, that's the real goddamn authentic way. Did I get a specific degree to work at Sony? No, I did not. The reason I got my job at Sony is because the former president of Columbia Pictures. All right, wait, how much of this do I need? I just need a whole jalapeno minced. Okay. The former president of Columbia Pictures used to come into the club all the time. There's probably stuff I shouldn't say. It has nothing to do with me. But basically, I would always like make sure he and his date were brought into the club, and I would get them a drink. I basically came up to him one night and said, I want a job at Sony. Yeah, I was like, you know how I've been helping you out for the last year? I would like a job, and I'd like your help getting one. Yeah. Yep. Listen, there's a lot of people who... I'm not talking about him in particular, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I think it just switched over to... I'm gonna go back to this playlist. As much as I love Aloe Black. Wait, no, I don't want that. No, I want this. Let's start at the beginning. Yeah, there's quite a few people who I would meet through working in nightclubs who I'm like, I'm not gonna like blackmail you or anything, but here's what I want, and I'd like your help getting it. Yeah, okay. I used about half of this jalapeno, but I think that's probably plenty, right? That's a lot of jalapeno. That's good enough. We're moving on. We're moving on. Okay. I'm gonna stir in this. This is just the fucking slaw, so who even cares? No, it wasn't blackmail like they, you know, had committed a crime, and I was like... No, but, you know, I've seen a lot of people under the influence of shit behave a certain way, be with certain women. So there's a lot that you witness when you work in nightlife in a city like Los Angeles. So for all the shit that I had to deal with, I finally started using it to my advantage. No, I lost my job at Sony when the pandemic happened. And that's when I was gonna, I don't know, I was screenwriting, but then the entertainment industry shut down. So I then applied for law school in a fit of madness. Okay, season with salt and pepper. All right, I'll show you guys what this is looking like so far. This is the slaw. Caroline got files and receipts on everyone. I mean, I certainly had a lot of dirt on politicians in Chicago, but I didn't even need to use that dirt because they all got busted a few years after I left politics. It's so funny, like how many very powerful people I would meet in nightlife who would ask me to procure drugs or women for them. I don't know. You work in politics. You work in nightlife. There's just a certain amount. There's just certain industries where when you are the worker, right, you collect a lot of information. Not information where, you know, someone would, well, in politics maybe, but where someone would go to prison for years, but you just see a side of people. And when you're sober in a club, which I was many, many times that I worked, nothing escapes you. Okay. Slaw is done. My dad be knowing too much shit, seeing too much as a bouncer. Yeah. Oh yeah, bouncers have, we used to trade stories. Me, the other hosts, the waitresses, the bouncers. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside and then, cover and refrigerate until ready to serve. Okay, that is covered. That is refrigerated. And now I'm gonna whisk together olive oil, lime juice. So for the tacos, we want 3 tablespoons of extra virgin. We want it to be extra virgin. You guys, is there something happening with the view counts of big streamers? They all look like they're double what they normally are. I feel like something's happening there. Is Twitch view botting because of Kip? I think so. Or do you think they're execute? No, there's no way. There's no way because it's like every single big streamer has about double what they normally would have. Someone is view botting them. You guys really think it's the juicers? Displays juicers. Okay, so, and then I want another lime. I need to juice another lime. Where'd my thing go? And where's my extra lime? Juicers working overtime to catch someone slipping on their morals. I'm fucking dead. Everyone looks normal to me. Mizkif had like 40 something thousand. Hassan's was stuck on 40,000. There was someone else that I saw who had like double the amount of what they normally have. Mizkif is still almost at, yeah. FGC had 80K yesterday. I feel like Twitch is view botting to make it seem like Twitch is still the #1. Pokey was at 36 today. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there's that. Parmy said never wipe your hands on your apron. I almost just did it. Okay, olive oil, lime, paprika, chili powder, cumin, and cayenne. Okay. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. So right now I'm making the marinade for the cod, for the fish tacos. BFF, thank you for the 100 bits. Wooden floppy disk, thank you for the 4 months. Cuminix, thank you for the prime. Okay, so now I gotta add in all my guys. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of paprika. Christy, thank you for the 3 months. Madison Beer's pulling big follows, but I think it's because she's Madison Beer, right? Or big views. All right, there's 1 teaspoon of paprika. Yeah, she's like the closest thing to a celebrity on here that's not T-Pain or Dane Cook. And she's extremely hot. Okay. Ground. Do you guys think that she's streaming for reals or she's streaming because of her album? I mean, maybe both. I don't know. Okay. Oh, wait. Fuck, I almost just did too much. Need half a teaspoon of cumin. The album, yeah. I mean, I think honestly, it's something where like she doesn't need streaming, so who knows if she'll keep it up. Is Twitch her target audience for promo? Maybe she's trying to expand her audience for her album. Don't do this with your teeth, but my nails are too long. Yeah, dip into new markets. Okay, this is the cayenne pepper, and I want half of a teaspoon. Like, Will still opens beer bottles with his teeth. And I'm like, you know, you don't need to do that. Nor should you be doing that. Okay. Bum, ba, bum, bum. And then I need my chili powder. Wait. Fuck. No, I put paprika in. I didn't put chili powder in yet, right? I don't think I've put chili powder in. I think I put the paprika in. Okay, I'm gonna put the chili powder in. be fine, whatever. Here, I'll show you guys in a second. Okay. Here, I'll just do it like this from now on. So, all of my spices plus my lime juice plus my olive oil. So spice-wise, we've got paprika, chili powder, cumin, and cayenne. 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and then 1 lime juiced. Okay. So I'm gonna whisk this. Bring me. No, this is not the margarita. No. Yeah, yum. Just add a little tequila in this bad boy. And it's happy hour. Plebvin, thank you for the 3 months. Oh. All right. So now I'm going to add the cod. Oh, smell of fish. Here's my cod. I don't need to wash this, right? Is that a dumb question? Here's my cad. No. Okay. It's gonna just marinate in this bad boy here. Oh. Okay. So I'm just getting this all yummied, marinated. Washing meats can actually be bad because it can spread any bacteria in the meats all over your kitchen. Got it. I thought there was a whole thing with washing chicken though. Yeah, so we're just gonna soak all this good shit up. Okay, this one's got a literal tail because I ripped it. Okay. This chicken does not need to be washed if you're gonna put it in the oven. Yeah, I feel like there's just always... You always see, oh no! Gross! Hold on. Hold on. Okay. We back. All right. So here's my fish. Marinating. And then it needs to marinate for 15... Oh, shit. Oh, there we go. It needs to marinate for 15 minutes. I'm using an Atlantic cod. So while it's marinating, I'm gonna pick this little station up so I can make the spicy cucumber margarita that I'm going to enjoy. All right, so where's my lid? There's so much cabbage here. All right, hold on. Set these cabbage pieces aside. Boom. It's my cilantro. BFF, thank you for the 400 bits. The lighting's great in the kitchen streams. Yeah, this kitchen has pretty good lighting. I feel bad throwing this cabbage out, but I also know I'm not gonna throw it all out. But I also know I'm like not gonna eat this extra chopped up cabbage. Okay, dump this. So glad to hear Will's mom supportive of me in the gay association. Yeah. I don't know if she knows about Will's gay association down in Japan. All right. Oh my God, it's already 7 o'clock. God. Good Lord. Okay. Avocado. Good God. I think the fish will cook really quickly though. Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes per side. Okay. That'll be quick. So I want to get the margarita stuff going. So let me pull up the recipe while it's marinating. Yeah, it only needs 15 minutes to marinate. So that's why I'm going to make the margarita right now. All right, so this is a half-baked Harvest spicy cucumber margarita. It looks beautiful. I didn't get those little sprigs. It's not gonna look as pretty, but whatever. All right, so I need to make chili salt. Okay, so to make the chili salt, I'm not even gonna measure this out. I'm just gonna do it. Because I'm only making 1, maybe 2 for me. Oh wait, I'm being dumb. I wanna put it in a bowl. Hold on. I'm being silly. I'm gonna put it in a bowl so I can mix it all. Make 3 margs, you deserve it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so salt, chili powder, chipotle chili powder, like this. All right, do you guys drink salt on your margaritas or no salt? Salt or no salt? And then we're gonna do a pinch of sugar. Okay, so far for my salt rim, I've got just sea salt, chili powder. Oh. A chili powder. Thank you. You don't think you've ever had one? All right, and then I'm just doing a little pinch of sugar. Okay, if I need to make more salt for the rim, then I will. Okay. In a cocktail shaker, add the cucumbers. So here's my cucumber. 4 to 6 slices. Want to let you know you're becoming one of my favorite streamers. Hey, thanks. That's very kind. This is what they were doing down in Japan. If you missed the Japan trips, the boys were just doing this kind of shit. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna rinse this knife. Just cleaning out the old cucumbers. Yeah, too bad it didn't freeze frame on that. Okay. All right, that's plenty of cuke. Just a quick little spa moment. Oh, I'm so dumb sometimes. Okay, so I've got my cucumber slices. I've got my tequila. I actually don't have tequila in the house, so I had to go out and buy some. So I just bought this shit. I'm not a big tequila drinker. I like margaritas though. Is my dad watching me cook? Tench. Let me see. I don't know. I don't see his name in the chat, but sometimes he pulls it up and isn't signed into Twitch. Alright. This is the worst cocktail shaker in the world. I just want you guys to know that. This cocktail shaker is evil. But it's all I have. Okay, so I'm gonna add my cucumbers. Okay. Okay, and then I need 2 ounces of tequila. Is that like 2 tablespoons? Ounce of tequila. Hold on. Hold on. It's 2 shots. 4 tablespoons for 1 cocktail? It seems like a ton. All right, 1 ounce is a shot. Two tablespoons equals 1 ounce, roughly. Okay, so I have a shot glass here. I'll just use that. Actually, no, I'm just gonna use I'm just gonna use my tablespoon. All right, I'm gonna put, listen, it's a margarita, so it's basically like how strong do you want it? So I'm gonna pour 1. And listen, the thing with cocktails, especially with ones like this, is you kind of just fix them as you go, you know? And then I need ½ ounce of orange liqueur. Oh, this tequila does not smell that great. I wanted Casamigos, but they didn't have any. Yeah. Here's the margarita. It's simple. Okay, I don't want to fuck up the orange liqueur though. Very particular amount. So I'm gonna put half of a tablespoon in because I need half. Wait. 1 ounce is 2 tablespoons. So for half an ounce of orange liqueur, I want 1 tablespoon. Okay. Boom. All right. Juice from half of a lime. Juice from half of a lime. Yes, sir. Listen, once upon a time, I could do math. But you know, with language, when they say use it or lose it, well, that's math as well. I can still remember like the Pythagorean theorem, but mental math, I'm slower on these days because we've all got calculators on our phones. Dude, I remember how blatant it was in high school where the math teachers were all the big sports coaches. So my geometry teacher, who was the worst man ever, he was the football coach. So if you were a football player, you just got an A. This motherfucker gave me a C, the only C I have ever gotten in my life. Because he did not grade objectively, like there wasn't like a rubric, you know, or not a rubric. Like it's a math test. How could there be a scale of how you get graded? But he would just grade you how he felt. So it was the first time I've ever gotten a C in my life, and all these motherfucking football players were getting A's, and they weren't even in class. And then when I took AP Calculus, the teacher was cross country. He was the cross country coach. So it was the same thing. The cross country boys, never in class, would leave early. AP Calculus. You can't spell Caroline without the C, that's true. Okay, and then I want honey, 2 teaspoons of honey. Bullshit. I've never gotten over it. Clearly. Did you know any baseball players? No. I did not. The big sports at my school were football, cross country. We had a really good cross country team. Cross country was the only sport I've ever done where I legitimately hated it, but I did it anyway. Long distance running, 10 miles. Like we would, on a Saturday morning, the cross country team would have to meet at 7 a.m. and run like 10 to 15 miles. It's like, why am I doing this? So sometimes my friends and I, sometimes we would run into the grocery store that was along the route because the cross country team had a lot of people, but they only cared about varsity. They only cared about, you know, the few best runners. So the rest of us on these gigantic runs were kind of left off on our own. So my friend Carrie and I and a couple others used to, half a mile into the run, there was this grocery store, Hy-Vee. So we would go in there and like get cookies and Hawaiian king rolls and do the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. which was running 10 miles. And then we would take shortcuts to try to meet up in the middle of the pack. Yeah. That was fun. Work smarter, not harder, exactly. All right, so I have my orange liqueur, if I were not streaming, I would be doing this so much faster, but this is just how it is. Tequila, orange liqueur, lime juice, honey, or sugar. Okay. Muddle together. I don't understand how this is gonna... This doesn't look like that much liquid. Oh, I guess I have to put ice in it. It was... Okay, squash everything to release the juices. Oh, the jalapeno slices. Right, I gotta throw those in. But, boop. No, it doesn't call for soda. It said you can top it with ginger beer, but I didn't buy ginger beer. All right, it's gonna be fine. And then fill with ice. All right, this is an evil shaker. Here's the thing. I can't do any fancy one-hand shaking because it will literally explode. With this guy, you have to keep your hand over it or else it will explode. Farley's like, what the heck is going on? Okay, here it is. So I gotta prepare my glass. My salt. I gotta get a glass. I use Will's commemorative New York Jets glass. Lime. Okay. Probably taste this. Oh yeah, that's spicy. If you don't have Will's commemorative Jets glass, then what could you substitute it with? Who's the Jets' rival? For any winning team? Oh, you guys are brutal. All right. Where's my cucumbers and shit? Oh my god, I told you this thing is evil. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna cut up some more slices of cucumber and put it in there. My little jalapenos. All right, Mazel Tov. Here is a spicy cucumber margarita with a salt and sugar type rim job. I'm not really into the rim job. A lot of salt and chili pepper. The drink is really good, but I didn't actually measure out the ingredients for the salt rim. Just kind of did my own thing. And there's a lot of chili pepper. One would say too much chili pepper for the rim.
Nephilim love great bartending.
Little Smooch, thank you for the 10 months. Pepe, thank you for the 10 months. It's really good though. The drink is delicious. Very, 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 very delicious. Oric, thank you for the 4 months. Too much chili pepper will ruin a rim job. That is an absolute in life. Yeah, no, the marg is delicious. I took a huge lick of the rim. I don't know how else to say it. And there was way too much chipotle chili pepper. It's my bad. But the drink is very good. Pat, thank you for the 9 months. Good Lord, that salt thing. Rim. Oh, that is intense. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have another sip and then we're gonna finish the fish tacos. Oh, it's like in my chest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of just wiped off. Just wiped it all. I scraped it off. It's just, that was the first thing to hit my system. And it was intense, to be honest. But the drink itself is delicious. Am I looking forward to Will coming back? Of course. I'm very excited to hear. Will's not a big texter. And he hates FaceTime. And I always need 1,000 details. So I'll ask him for details on stuff. And I won't get the ample detailage that I need. So when he gets home, I will be asking him a million questions. He calls, yeah. Like we text every day, but he doesn't text in the way that I text. Like I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I send paragraphs. Sometimes I send novels. But you want to know about him? Okay, because here's the thing with men and women. I feel like with women, when we've got some salacious tea, okay, our man wants to know. I texted Will on Friday when I was drunk, and I said, I've got some tea for you. And he immediately called me because he wanted to know, all right? So it's not just women who want tea from their men. Men want tea as well. The difference is that I provide a complete accounting of said tea, of said gossip. And when it's him and I'm trying to get the deets on stuff, I am left wanting for so much more. Yeah. Like he'll just text me, he'll text me something and I'll send him back 10 questions being like, I need some more details. And he'll just be like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? You find out. You find out. You don't present something and then go, I don't know. I'm like, you ask questions. And obviously, guys, listen, this is how it works in couples, okay? You gossip with each other within the couple, right? This is not me wanting details so I can go spread that shit to everybody I know. It's like a thing when you're in a relationship where you gossip together, okay? So if you come to your partner and you go either, hey, I have to tell you something, or you just tell them a thing, you better have the fucking details. Oh wow, we made it through. Okay, let me switch over to little bossa nova since we made it through that twice. X cheated on Y with who? I don't know, I didn't ask. Yeah, right? Like very basic shit. I'm like, what do you mean you didn't ask? Did you ask anything? No, I'm not assuming you're all single. Not at all. But maybe some of you are also in relationships where you can relate with the inequality of giving the tea. Why do they never ask follow-up questions? That's what I'm saying. Like, just, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. Whether you're in a relationship now or you've been in a relationship before or you've just dated a man and you're like, have I taught you nothing on how to acquire tea? Right. And then the other thing though, like I said, when the roles are reversed and I am like, I have to tell you something. First of all, he called me in Japan, okay? That's how much I know he also likes tea. And second of all, I had everything to provide to the point that honestly, few questions are required because I report on it like I'm a journalist. Hogan, thank you for the gifted sub to I Have Questions, straight up. It was really funny because a friend of mine called, a male friend of mine, and he had done something incredibly stupid and said he was afraid to tell me, but that he needed my advice. So he divulges, he tells me everything, and we're having this conversation, and he goes, you can't tell Will. Listen, if it's something, there are few instances where I will honor someone saying, please don't tell Will, right? But it's gotta be, it's gotta be for a very, very specific good reason. Otherwise, I'm like, no, I'm telling him, especially because your dumbass did another dumbass thing. So yeah, I will be telling him what you did. This is a friend who's friends with both of us. I was friends with him first, and now he's friends with the two of us, and he's like our idiot son. So when he said to me, I don't even say, like, in a situation like that, when he goes, no, it was not Myth. It's not anybody that you guys would know. But I said to him when he goes, don't tell Will, I was like, oh, no, Will is going to know. And it just so happened that Will had walked into the apartment anyway when I was on the phone with my friend, and Will guessed it in 2 seconds without me even saying anything. I was like, that's how dumb you are, me referring to my friend to the very stupid thing that he did. I was like, Will already knew because of your track record. I'm almost done with this whole thing. It's so good. All right, I gotta make this fucking fish. Enough chit-chatting. Okay, so last thing, it's Jover. In a large non-stick skillet over medium-high heat. Okay, I don't have vegetable oil. I can just use olive oil, right? Remove the cod from the marinade. Season both sides of each fillet with salt and pepper. Add the fish flesh side down. Cook until opaque and cook through 3 to 5 minutes per side. Let rest 5 minutes before flaking with a fork. Yes, okay, I can use olive oil. Okay, sick. Let me get a large nonstick skillet. I think this will work. Medium high heat. Olive oil works. The heat tends to damage some of the health benefits of the olive oil, but it's better than vegetable oil. Got it. Got it. All right, that thing needs to heat up for a second, and then my tortillas need to get these. I'm just gonna throw these in the oven. Dude, always check the oven before you preheat it, because one, there might be genes in there. If you watch The Bear, you know what I'm talking about. And two, you might be like my family, where there's literally always something in the oven that's not supposed to be in the oven. Like one time, I don't know why, somebody stored the leftover pizza in a pizza box, and I went to go make something. I didn't check the oven, and I had to set the temperature to like 450 degrees. And when I opened the oven, all the smoke billowed out because of the pizza box. But yeah, there's always something in the oven. So you gotta make sure to check it. Use it, yeah. Pan storage, etc. Pans, it's not as bad because they're meant for, I mean, as long as they're meant for the oven. But you do, you know, you gotta be careful grabbing them. Why are family members like this? I don't know. If someone's not careful, they could start the oven with your head still stuck in it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's it. You need to watch The Bear. Yeah. You guys, watch The Bear. Especially if you're from Chicago or you have an affinity for Chicago. I feel like it's so rare that we get great shows set in Chicago. Usually it's LA, usually it's New York. So I have a very soft spot in my heart for shows that are set in Chicago because that's where I'm from. And so a lot of like the little nuances in the dialogue and the way the characters act, as somebody who's spent years and years in that city, it's like, oh, these are my people. I get that stuff. And they all are Chicago people, right? Like you'll watch a show sometimes that's set in, I don't know, set in a city where it's supposed to be just real, authentic type of, you know, shit. And you're like, these people have never lived in this city a day in their life. There's only Chicago PD. There's a million Chicago shows. I'm talking about ones that are good, okay? And I say this as somebody whose first television episode was Chicago PD. You know what I mean, though? I mean, like, prestige television shows. Okay? I don't mean no Dick Wolf third iteration. The good Chicago shows aren't in abundance. That's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. Don't hate on propaganda. You want to know the weirdest thing that I've realized recently? I've been putting on TV while I get work done, so I don't want to watch anything that I need to pay attention to. So I've been re-watching. I've been rewatching a lot of shows that I grew up watching that I was obsessed with. So for instance, Bones. I was obsessed with the show Bones. And I've been putting on old episodes of Bones while I work, and I'm like, this show is bad. It's not bad, but it's not. I'm like, oh no, this show did not age well, like many shows, especially ones that deal with law enforcement. Like me now as a 30-year-old ACAB, I watch something like Bones and I'm like, oh no. Bones was prestige. Because I watched it when I remember I was in high school watching, like, I bought DVDs that had all the seasons of Bones. Say skin side down, flesh side down. Okay, I gotta... Oh, did I freeze? Hold on. Come on, dude. Oh, there we go. There we go. Here, I'll move you guys over. One sec. Going on a field trip. Oh no! We died! Fuck! So I don't move this! Oh no! Wait a second. Oh shit, you guys! Everyone okay? Everyone good? Everyone alive? Oh my god! Okay. All right, I think we're back. We're back, yeah. I really fucked things up. really fucked things up. I'm sorry, you guys. That hurt. I know. It's like how your parents would always say to you, "You're fine. You're fine." Like you would be hurt, at least in the 90s, and your parents would be like, "No, no, no, you guys are good. Everybody's fine. No one needs to go to the hospital." You'd be like, "I think my arm's broken. I fell off my bike, and it looks like this." And your parents would be like, "No, you just walk it off." Okay, I'm gonna try to flip this. I think with tacos, I think with fish tacos, you can get crazy, right? Like you could probably do some type of sour cream type of, I don't know, sauce in addition to this. I didn't do that, but you know, you can just you can just make it your own way. That's why you salt it, bro. I did, bro. I just needed more, bro. All right. We did it, Joe. Oh, Barley. I can't give you any of this stuff. It would blow your butthole out. Yeah. I love the backseat bros who come in, they're like, you gotta put salt on it, bro. I'm like, oh my God. I had no idea. Well, okay. The margarita was really good, besides the rim job. Did you try cooking it, bro? Listen, the only one who's allowed to say anything like that is Jeremy Allen White. If Jeremy Allen White said, you gotta put salt on it, bro, I would be like, you're right. Yes, chef. Yes, chef. Okay, I think we're done. There's a fucking mess in front of me. Look at this shit. I'm gonna put the fish in here. You can have it your way. Carmi's the only chef I'll take orders from. Same. I'm like, yell at me more. Scream at me more. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm gonna put my slaw away. There's so much slaw. Oh, dude, Will Poulter, season 2 of The Bear. I'm like, I knew he had gotten hot. I didn't know he had gotten that hot. I didn't know he had gotten that fucking hot. You've watched 20 plus thirst traps on TikTok? Oh, I've just got them running through my mind. Carlito, you wanna go outside? Wanna go potty? Yeah, I was definitely not envisioning me, Will Poulter, and Jeremy Allen White. Okay, you guys. We're done. The cooking part is Jover, so we're gonna move over to the movie portion of late evening. Okay. Your food's been done for the past hour? Okay, we're gonna get started. All right, so I'm gonna end stream here, and then we're gonna move over to the PC. Okay. All right. So I'll see you guys in like 5 seconds. Okay. Goodbye.